Good morning, good evening, whatever time you may be watching. Good morning, good evening, whatever time you may be watching. Yay, she did it with me!
I was worried I was going to forget the words or something.
Well, what? 3 sentences?
Good morning, good evening, whatever time you may be watching. I was like, I might mix it up somewhere, So
no, it's not that hard. Not that hard. Right, hey, it's your girl Ruby Suze, and I'm so glad that you decided to join me on my YouTube journey of being a wacky person. Mum and wife. Today I'm talking about wifey things actually. First time ever. And I'm joined by the wonderful...
Hi guys, I'm Mariyah Gabriel.
Yay! I'm so excited. Literally it's bubbling inside me. This is so cool. I'm in her world. It's so weird.
This is Mariyah Gabriel's world.
It's like walking into Avatar. Honestly, anyway, you know me, I'm crazy, I'm going to ramble. But without much ado, so today we are talking about 10 things we wish we knew before we walked down the aisle. We prayed that somebody would have told us these things. So we're handing this out to you. This is free premarital counseling.
Definitely.
Yeah? Sit down. If there's a bridal shower, put this on. Sit there with your nice cup of coffee and chill and laugh with us.
You need to catch the first 5 on my channel.
Yes, do go.
We did the first 5 on my channel. I think we're on number 6 now. Number 6. Or it's number 1.
It's number 1.
But it's actually number 6. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah.
So we're using number 1 or number 6?
Well, number 1.
Use number 1.
Number 1, yeah. Yes. Number 1. So, love languages. And I'm sure many of you may have read the book, The 5 Love Languages. I'm sure you'll link the book up here somewhere here. But definitely, I think love languages is so important because the way you show love for someone is completely different to how they might show love. We've all grown up different. We're all from different backgrounds, and for some, it comes down to, they feel loved when they're hugged, touched, things like that. For some people it's just words, things like words of affirmation, just telling the person, you're doing a great job. For some people, it's acts of service. For some people it's quality time, and I can't remember the other one.
Did you say words of affirmation?
The other one is gifts. So I've realized that my husband, he is very much a acts of service,
really?
Yeah, he is.
Mine too.
I don't know, but honestly, whenever I'm cooking or if I'm cleaning, that is when he is really happy. He's like, thank you so much for doing this. Whereas I'm more words of affirmation. I love to be told, you're doing a great job. You are amazing. Yeah, you're great.
That's why you should comment below.
I honestly, I love to be told, yeah, you're doing good, and that's me. But it's, if that's my love language and I'm always praising him, I praise him a lot, but it's if you show your love language in a different way and the other person doesn't really understand, then it's easy to think this person doesn't care about me. And it's not that, it's just that we have different ways of communicating. And this is not even just husband and wife type of relationship. It's families, it's your parents, children, friends. Everyone has their own way of communicating. I've got some friends that are acts of service. I've got one friend, she will go to the ends of the earth for you, but she's not a touchy-feely type of person at all or anything like that, but she is, that she loves you by the things that she will do for you, and that's just the way she communicates. So everyone is different. I think it's so important that we learn that.
Yeah, it's really, really important, because how you receive love is not necessarily the same as somebody else. So it's really, really important that you hone in on that really early on. That's a really good point. Number 2. Yes. Number 2. Number 2 is that everything does not need a honey. We need to talk. I think we're obsessed with saying those words as women. We are obsessed with saying, honey, we need to talk. And it's I think men automatically just do, their breath. their heart, everything stops for that moment because they know that it's something serious. And I think, or they feel like it's something serious, and then it becomes a bit like the boy who cried wolf. Everything is we need to talk, and eventually it'll just lose its importance and its power. And it's really important that you always maintain that power of saying we need to talk, and have it be something that really needs to be tabled. So it's not we need to talk. He leaves his shoes over in the same place every time, and you trip up like, this is me. Honey, I love you, but I'm just letting the world know that you just leave your shoes and you try to kill me, and I can't say honey, we need to talk about that because that's really silly. Maybe, well, no, it's not really silly because it's actually having an effect on my day, and it might make me feel as though you don't care about my safety. So it can be a big issue, but it's a small thing that needs to be nipped in the bud. So you have to kind of choose your battles. So it's important, if it's something to do with the shoes, just get a box for the shoes, or just move them out of the way and realize he genuinely is not going out to trying to kill you. So I think it's really important you use those words. It's not everything needs a board meeting, you know? Choose your battles. Choose your battles, because you will need to fight sometimes. Not fight like fight, but you might need to reason your way through things, and it shouldn't be over shoes.
For number 3, I think it's so important to have your own projects. I think before I got married, I think I thought that, you know, you have to be on the same path, be on the same page, be doing the same thing, be in one accord, be in unit. And yeah, that is true. I'm not saying that, you know, there are things that are completely opposite. But what I mean by have your own projects is that you need to have something that you are also working on. As in, you have your own goals. It's all for a common goal, but you have your own projects. In the sense that, you know, recently my husband he started running his own business. He's now, you know, self-employed, and he's been working really, really hard. And he's been working harder than he was working when he was employed. And I feel like if I didn't also have the things that I was getting on with myself, I feel like I'd be one of those women that are, where are you? You're never here. You know, where are you off to? Like, I feel as if maybe I might not understand, but because I know what he's doing and I know how hard he's working, I honestly think it just me having the stuff that I have to work at as well is a massive, not distraction, but it just means that how do I put it? It's like it's important to just have your own projects, and just so that, you know, you're working towards a common goal, but it's really important that you both have other things that are of other interest, because then at least you come together at the end of the day and you've each got something, you know, to talk about, something to share. So yeah, that's my
I think it's really important to express yourself. Before you were Mrs. whoever, you were you. So it's important to express yourself. And having said that, it doesn't mean that, you know, like we were discussing before, you know, having your own projects doesn't mean that you don't come together. It doesn't mean that you don't have date nights. It doesn't mean that you don't do projects together. But it's important for you to express. Number 3, 4.
Yes.
Sorry, now I can't count. Okay, number 4. Intimacy isn't in your sex life. Like, I think the movies, especially one movie that's, we're not calling different shades of anything, has made people think that intimacy is about what happens between the sheets, and it really isn't. That's not, I mean, that is part of it, and it's a very important, let's be honest now, it's a very crucial part of it, but it's not everything. It's about how you open up to each other. It's about how well does that person really identify with how you feel, the dreams that you have, the visions that you have, the fears, the weaknesses that you have. Actually, this is a bonus one now, is just to slot in there, is that your husband or your wife is actually the greatest coach that you will ever have. They're the only person who are going to be 100% honest with you, like, because they see you warts and all, with the wig on, with the wig off, with the weave on, with the weave off, with the nails on and with the nails. They see everything there is about you. So they're the ones who can tell you, actually, you're not being honest there. You're actually struggling with jealousy or envy. And that to me is so important that we just don't get. And I think sometimes we think it's just a men problem, that men are just interested in sex and that's all they think about, and they think that's intimacy, when actually we women, especially in this day and age, as the times are evolving, we have become a lot more aware of our sexual prowess, so we are more attuned to it. So and it doesn't mean anything. It just means that we need to always remember that, you know, you need to be able to be naked, you know, not physically but emotionally, mentally, naked and unashamed. Like, be able to say, do you know what, I'm looking at that person and I feel real bitterness towards them, and they can help you through that, because they're the only ones who know how you tick anyway. They should, you know, that I think that they should be the only one who can get that close. You can have best friends, but like, this is your husband. It's a different level altogether. Number
5 for me will just be, you know, you cannot compare your marriage to anybody else's marriage, because you have no idea whatsoever is going on in so-and-so's marriage. You don't know. You really haven't a clue. You know, from the outside, you know, from the pictures on social media and everything, it could be looking like they are having the most amazing time, and it could look like they have the best marriage in the world. But honestly, if you are not in their marriage, you know, you have no idea what's going on. You know, there's you hear stories time and time again of people that, you know, I think there was one story on I can't remember, someone was saying how, you know, their partner had bought them these beautiful flowers, and you know, she was saying how she is so happy, you know, she's so proud of him, you know, and she's got these flowers, amazing. But what we didn't know is that the reason why did he get her the flowers in the first place, you know, he was beating her before, so the flowers are an apology, you know, to say I'm sorry. But we don't know that, and people will only show what they want you to see. Honestly, like, you know, on my channel, on, you know, on YouTube, when we do YouTube and when we put stuff on social media, we are only showing you what we want you to see, you know. I'm not gonna show you everything, you know. It's not, people don't do that. And so you need to understand that you can't compare your marriage with anybody else's marriage. And everyone is different. I always say this, but you know, everyone's on their own path, just like your marriage is on its own path. And yeah, maybe so-and-so look like, you know, they're always traveling, they're here, there and everywhere, but maybe their marriage lacks a lot of communication, and maybe, you know, the person's buying gifts for their wife all the time because there is something absent. You know, you don't know. You really just don't know. So, you know, they could well have a better marriage than you, you know, but at the end of the day, you just don't know. So don't compare. I always say it, but you know, comparison is the thief of joy. And if you're gonna spend time comparing your marriage to someone else's, you are wasting your time. Honestly, you are wasting your time, wasting your happiness. You don't want to be doing that.
Wow. I hope you got something from that, because I feel a newness inside. I'm so refreshed to go and love hubby again. So yeah, we really enjoyed, actually, to be honest, you've just watched what we usually do every 2 minutes. So like this is just really our usual conversation. Like, girl, you never guessed what I learned yesterday. So I really hope you gained something from it, and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment what did you learn. So if you did not catch our video on Mariah's channel, please make sure you go check it out, because we had a ball. Make sure you subscribe to her as well. It helps us out a lot. It's just a way of encouraging to know that what we're doing, you're liking. So please,
and it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Subscribe to Ruby's channel. It's
free. Just get creative like we have today. So see you later.
Bye.
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 Sarah. Okay, and this is from Nix as well, Nix or NYX. I don't even know. Your name is confusing. Email us. Tell us what your name is. Right? Okay. I can just do mascara in my